welcome to episode 78 of Hip Hop High Society presents the Roundtable Hip Hop discussion. And first and foremost, I would be amiss if I didn't introduce my co-host here, the one and only of Obi Trice Kenobi Presents or some shit. You got to put another spin on that. You got to add something to it to make it fucking Obi Trice Kenobi. Obi, what's good, homeboy?
You botched the whole thing.
Whatever.
No, I'm just kidding. And I don't even know if I'm the one and only, honestly, because people keep tagging me as Obi Trice, and I feel bad. I honestly feel bad, and I just don't say anything. So maybe not even the one and only, but I'm happy to be here. First show of the new year. Let's go.
Let's go. And of course, we got Lee of the Culture Decides. Make sure y'all check her out. She's always dropping some knowledgeable hip hop, fucking takes and everything else on her platform, shouting us out too. We appreciate you. Good to have you, Lee.
What's up? Good to be here always. I hope y'all are all doing well. Can't wait to dive into the topics and the award show. I've been excited for that. You know, a lot of hard work. So y'all stay tuned.
Yeah, for sure. If you haven't been checking it out, we've definitely been dropping the nominees and winners of each award. We'll definitely go through that. If you missed the drops throughout the week, we're gonna rehash that, and then make sure y'all stay tuned Friday when we get into the mainstream categories, the people y'all definitely gonna recognize. So all right, so outside of that though, we appreciate y'all rocking with us, and let's go ahead and get into the topics at hand. The first thing we got: quality versus quantity. Big dilemma, right? Streetz just put out a PSA. He's not dropping. I think it's not a Griselda joint, but it's one of them over there, right? Until it meets his standards. He's saying he's upholding his own standards, not the fans. So in this era, kind of where algorithm kind of, rise things, we're all kind of a victim, or we're all kind of adhering to the algorithm, right? Is this kind of like a bad take? So let me share the tweet first and foremost. First of all, it ain't no Griselda release, and this is a quote to this previous, so I guess I should read that. Yet another Griselda release announced, promoted, then on a date, no word of delay or cancellation or anything. How can y'all be this consistently inconsistent? I understand things happen sometimes, but every time. Upon which Streetz responded, first of all, it ain't no Griselda release. Second of all, if something ain't right, it's gonna get fixed. Third, shut the fuck up and wait. I'm not doing this shit to please you. Because if it would have came out, all you're gonna fucking do is complain about a mix or some bullshit. It's my work, my legacy. It gotta be up to my standard. If I'm gonna put it to the world, you ain't losing shit by me not putting it out. So there you have it. Is a response in there? Yeah, your feelings wrong. All right, well, there you have it, though. That's kind of the topic, or at least I want to touch on. Legacy over logistics. So is this approach kind of right move? Does the artist potentially risk losing momentum by telling fans to vehemently shut the fuck up and wait? What do y'all think about that whole exchange and kind of saying it's just not up to standard? Is it better to put something out just to keep consistently to feed the streets, I should say? Or do you think if it's not up to par, take as long as you need? What do y'all think, yo?
I definitely think that generally I agree with Rome on this idea, and that it's better to wait, right, and put it out when it's ready and when it's all done and ready to be released, so people aren't complaining. I agree with all that. The one thing I don't agree with is that just at the start of 2026, so less than 14 days ago, Rome is the one that was saying this is for sure coming out on this day. He confirmed the tweet from someone else. I was looking for it. I just couldn't find it at the moment. But he's the one that said that's coming out. Can't wait. And then a week and a half later, it's like, oh, well, the mix was bad and blah, blah, blah. It's like, why are we announcing music if you haven't heard the mix even? You know what I mean? Like, we're getting way ahead of yourself then. Listen, like, I can't stand that shit.
I agree.
Yeah, I think you made a great point. It's like, all right, bro. Yeah, we do want something that's well polished and sound like you actually put, some thought into it and quality into it. But you gotta understand, you can't be don't overpromise. You know what I'm saying? You know, like that's a bad thing to do. You want to like kind of under promise and over deliver, so you always look like you're doing something, right? So he ain't learned that. So and you gotta know fans are always gonna come at you like, yo, bro, I've been waiting. Why this shit not on my Apple? I can't even pre-save nothing. Like, why you messed it up? So listen, that's on him. You can't say here now, oh, shut the fuck up, because like, yeah, there's people that's always going to be a fan regardless of how like somebody acts. But there's some people that's like, honestly, bro, you want to act like that? All right, there go your first week sales. I'm not buying your shit just because you want to talk to us like we crazy.
Yeah. I just found the tweet, and yeah, it's from January 3rd.
Wow.
Rome retweeted the Griselda Daily post about the album and said, This the missile before I drop the nuke, all bars and shit talking, 1/11/26. Live show in Thailand on 1/10/26. So it's like, bro, that's on you. You're the one that confirmed just a gossip thing, more or less.
Yeah.
And then 9 days later, it's shut the fuck up and the mix isn't right. And, it's like, I hate things getting announced before they're ready. It just half the time it turns into this. It's never a good look.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Driz 4000. Shout out to the fam. I think that's Dre, right? You changed your name, Dre? Damn camera. Definitely agree with Rome, but no need to announce projects with a date attached if it's not 100% guaranteed to come out. I agree. I think you just reiterated what Obi just said, yo. I just think too, like if somebody actually anticipating what you're putting out, you know, hey, my bad, we had a mix up, you know, like you said, got your feelings, bro. Like, you know, I've noticed this quite a few producers, not to call no names out, man, but I've noticed like it's a kind of a theme sometimes. You know, I understand that probably out of the most talented people in hip hop, I would say producers may be number one. You know, I've sat there try to create a beat. That shit is no joke. Sampling, everything you got to put in if you want to properly mix it and master it. That is a very tedious task in itself, and you got to be really dedicated to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying putting down the MCs or anybody else, because that's very talented as well. But it's a fucking haul, bro. You got to really be invested in that. So I understand why they maybe have a little bit more, you know, skin in the game, or how they feel like they have more skin in the game. At the same time, bro, like nobody likes an asshole at the end of the day, right? I don't care how talented you are, how great it is, what the shit you putting out, bro. There's nothing new under the sun. As great as you are, there's somebody behind you ready to come up, and they may be more humble, they may be less than an asshole. They may not be telling people who want to actually hear this shit to shut the fuck up and wait, right? Yeah, so you got to keep that in mind, yo. You know what I'm saying? Be a little humble. Hey, you ain't gotta be humble. Just be, hey, we trying to get it right. I apologize. That's all you gotta do, bro. You know. I mean, those of us who's been in relationships, those of us been married and shit. You know the situation. Like, tell your wife, hey, sometimes just say okay. You know, that's all walks of life. Sometimes, rather than fight a battle, it's okay to be like, all right, okay. You feel me?
Yeah. Could have said nothing. Don't talk yourself out of some money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like fans, or hey, you know what? You got me, but I got y'all. It's coming. I just want to make sure he could have omitted that whole first part and just put maybe just the middle. Like, hey, listen, the mix, my legacy, it's got to be up to my standard. That's it. That's all we need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stop it there.
I know PR hip hop society might be offering some services. You know, let me know, Rome Streetz, because I don't know what's going on. Y'all, it's a lot of y'all that just be saying shit, like So
yeah, like
now y'all need social media help. We here to help y'all. Okay,
yeah, media training goes a long
you know what I'm saying? We offering courses.
Yeah, you feel me? So what do y'all think, man? I say too, like it kind of almost reminds me of we seen the momentum die with the Roddy. How many times that Roddy Ricch project,
bro,
has been announced?
Don't get me started. I literally just posted one of his tracks from the Antisocial project, and I'm like, bro, he really played this so many different times. I keep seeing that stupid blue cover with him on it, and I'm like, I really want this project, but at this point, I'm like, if it never comes out, or if it does come out and it's not up to the standard that I know you can deliver, I'm gonna be pissed off because I personally like Rowdy Rich sound. I feel like he had, some solid projects. I really did like, listen to them top to bottom. I'm talking. So,
Yeah,
Well, if it ever comes out, we're gonna need that review for the website.
right. I'm gonna be like, you know what? I got this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
as a Griselda fan, you should know you're getting 2 to 4 projects a year at least, unless you're Stove God. Stove God,
Yeah, then you get -1 a year at that point.
Roddy Rich might as well call it a career. Damn, Roddy. I don't like that, bro. Dre, I'm gonna have to give you the hate, dog.
Man, hate.
Let Roddy live. It's gonna come out. It's gonna be great.
What he did before though, like that's the question I have. I feel like sometimes he's scared. Like, no, this don't sound like better.
What kind of the Cardi kind of did the same thing, similar to me, like maybe it was label driven. Yeah, so
right.
He's like Cardi being himself, but he doesn't have the internet presence to do that.
Right.
You can't do that if you're not Cardi B.
You ain't got the juice. You
better start making some TikToks or some shit. He need to do a very great, sophisticated rollout. Like, you know what I'm saying? Have a little movie trailer or some shit. I don't know. Let's get it buzzing.
Get you a podcast mic, homeboy.
Right.
Nah, don't do that.
No, don't do that.
No. Actually, no. If you're gonna do it, just come join us. Let's talk about it.
Okay, yeah. Join the squad.
Yeah.
Come on, Roddy.
Let's talk about it. We need to talk about what's going on because I really want to know what's going on.
And I think that is an excellent actually segue, right? We already just brought up Stove, man. Let's bring Stove up, dog. So Stove guy recently dropped a tweet, you know what I'm saying? Let me pull it up, or let me see if I can pull this up. Hopefully this is it. Stove guy cooks with a message on IG for Jay-Z and Rock Nation. Yo, Hove, get me out this shit. He reportedly stuck in a record deal with Baby Grand, and his last album was in 2020. So there you go. I don't like that move, dog. So we know Baby Grand, has this long history. We've heard some inside stuff. You feel me? Baby Grand and Jedi mind tricks and Just Allow. They already had they issues with him. So knowing what we know at this point, right? So I guess it's twofold, bro. How do y'all feel about him asking Hove to get, man? Hove is crazy. Asking Hove is crazy. But at one point, when we stop blaming labels, bro, like stop blaming labels and then start blaming the artists. It's 2026. I know he signed this in 2020, but it still was enough knowledge out there in 2020 to know, like, maybe you're gonna be held hostage. So what do y'all think about the message, and what do y'all think about artists kind of blaming their lack of momentum on these bad contracts they sign? You feel me?
Oh man, I feel bad. I love Stove, and also it's kind of a hilarious just like screenshot, and he's in a fucked up situation, and unfortunately it is mostly on him. It does sound like he kind of got steered there, which always sucks to hear, right? From what I hear from like Lord Jamar is what they're saying.
Oh God.
Yeah, who also has stuff with Baby Grande, so you think he would not want to steer people there, but I don't know. But yeah, bad situation. A couple months ago, people were saying that he already was out of the deal and Hove helped him, and I was saying, "Where's the proof? Can we get like any shred of proof that that's real or true?" And I didn't ever get any, and here's proof that never happened.
He
so unfortunately,
the rumor on the burner.
Man, yeah, that's terrible, man. How much blame the Stove face itself? You feel me?
Yeah, no, he takes the blame all the way. I'm sorry to say that, but it's just a played out story. Hearing like, oh, I signed this bad deal. Like, you gotta learn from the people that were ahead of you. If you don't learn history, you're doomed to repeat it. Why are you repeating the same mistakes? And I feel like, when it comes to your contract, it's about considering how is this going to benefit me long term? You know what I'm saying? Right now and long term. don't let people get in your ear and be like, yo, yeah, I'm already with it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be good. You don't know if that deal is the same as your deal. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even if someone tells you, yeah, I think it'd be good, you need to put in the work, hire a lawyer that's going to have your best interest in mind. And I'm like, y'all, you put your money into your jewelry and having a certain image. It needs to be into protecting your assets. You know what I'm saying? And making sure that your music isn't being caught up and you know, you're just like practically begging for Hove to get you free. Hove can't save everybody now. He done said it himself. You know what I'm saying?
And the Hove bat signal, bro. Like, come on, man.
And he's talented too. I mean, I feel like it's something Hove would do, but it's like also, dude, just like go in his personal inbox or some shit. You know, out here begging publicly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just it's a little bit wild to see out there. Like it's just like, it's not a good look.
Go back to the burner, send the tweet again. You know what I'm saying? That's why Obi was like, "Where's the proof?" He need to go back on that same burner and be like, "Hey, I need this help." But like, I don't like this for him.
Save me, Hove. Nah, bro, we don't like that over here. I get it. Make the call. You got the connects, bro. You know, maybe that was kind of an engagement, a tongue-in-cheek type of deal, but even then, I don't think it's a very good look. And even then, just to kind of like go off what you were saying with the hire a lawyer, bro. Now, granted, 2020 this probably wasn't available, but in like 2026, you literally copy and paste your whole contract into the fucking Chat GPT or some shit. It will fucking summarize that motherfucker for you. So if you too cheap, can't afford the lawyer, you know what I mean, your imaginary drug dealing money that you put in your raps ain't really coming like that, bro. You can literally take the entire contract. It'll summarize bills and all. It is like literally no reason. It may not be a perfect resource, right? But it's something, bro. You know, if you don't feel like thumbing through the 30, 40 pages of that contract, bro, do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, at minimum, paste that motherfucking Chat GPT. Don't let them dangle that $10,000 in front of you or $20,000 advance or whatever it is to get you to sign that contract. Because I guarantee whatever they offer you, you probably worth 10 times that. You feel me? Minimum. So, you know, don't fall victim. It's like being a fifth generation crackhead at this point. How many times are you saw 4 other generations of crackheads go down and you decided to be the fifth? Like,
literally,
on,
like, bro, like I can't feel bad. Why didn't you learn from all the other people before you? Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, new Stove God album coming out in February, I think. So we all gotta go.
Baby Grande? Is it?
I think so. I mean, I don't. Yeah.
He still gotta deliver
a rollout for a Rock Nation thing that we don't know about yet, but that's not what I'm seeing.
I guess this has to do with it. So many artists got stories of Prince trying to make them labor conscious went on one ear and out the other. Prince was doing the digital music releases in the 90s, early 2000s for iTunes and Spotify, but his peers wanted to check this out a little bit. I'm probably gonna have to clip this out because they don't play about this, but yeah.
we had Nas sitting the same table, and the only person he said that did front on him was Prince, and he said it wasn't because he didn't want to do the record with him. It was because Nas didn't own his masters, and he was real like that. Yeah,
he said no, was ill. That was
no,
ill.
I had the song that I had called "Like You'll Never See Me Again," which is one of my favorite songs. It does have a progression very close to Purple Rain,
right?
And I had to go see him. I flew out to London. He was in like this hotel and I had to find it. Like this is never an easy thing when you're looking for Prince. So I had to find him. I had to sit with him. And I said to him, like, I love this record. It's so powerful. It's just, I wrote it for my grandmother. Yeah. It's about like seizing the moment and not letting it go and loving the person like you might never see them again because you know how short life is. Yeah. And so he felt it. He was good. And he was like, Alicia, I'm not sending these people's children to college on my shit.
This shit is deep. Whoa.
And he said that to me. Whoa. I was like, how could I argue? You know what I mean? Like, how could you? I was like, and so he's like, I don't know what you need to do. Flip the chords up, change them around, make them like close, but not quite. And I promise you, I will be fine with it. But I can't. We have to own our shit.
There you have it. Prince dropping fucking bars hopefully a lot of people's listen. I know a lot of, sometimes, Drink Champs gets a little bit ridiculous at times, but a lot of jewels I've heard get dropped on that motherfucker. That's one of them, you know what I mean? Salute to the late, great Prince. Ownership is all about ownership, right? I don't think a lot of people consider that.
If you believe in yourself enough, then that quick bag is not worth it, right?
Big old facts.
I mean, shit, that's a great way to put it. I ain't feeding they grandkids. I'm trying to feed my own. Like,
got my own kids' feet, right?
Right.
Now, do we think he's gonna get out? That's the question. Will he get out of the deal? Just the publicity that he bringing this, because this could be a play as well, right? It's a lot of eyes on this situation. He was just on the Clips joint, featured and shit. A lot of eyes is on Stove God right now. Could the publicity?
They probably eating all that money right now.
Yeah. All right. Somebody might buy them out, or they might just accept the project, because at the end of the day, they want to be profitable. If you buzzing right now, maybe this is a strategy. You feel me? Maybe smarter than we think. You feel me?
Yeah, I really wish I knew we could see what that contract was like.
Yeah, I was literally
never.
trying to Google it. I'm like, yo, do we even know how long he's in the contract for?
I don't think so. I don't think there's any details out there, but yeah.
Yo, they need to start making this shit public record so we could just be like, bro, you really signed this?
Oh no.
You really signed this?
It's Stove God hiding it. He's like, no, you guys can't see what I signed.
Paperwork party, yo.
I'm telling you, it needs to be like when they
snitching and stuff. Right. They gotta have their paper. Let's see your contract. Let me see your contract.
Let me see you doing all that yapping. Let me see what's going on here.
Let's see how much you getting per stream. Half a nickel. Get the fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope he gets out. Like I said, Stove God definitely dope. You feel me? Definitely very talented. So I do hope that everything works in his favor. And he gets out of that shitty ass deal one way or another. Just don't make the same mistake twice, and pass it forward, man. You knowledgeable now. You gotta have people coming behind you, pass that knowledge. Just like we heard about the story with Prince. You feel me? That's kind of our job at this point, is to just pass on what we know. You know what I mean? So nobody else ends up in that situation. Hopefully,
Yeah, I'm starting to worry that the Baby Grande thing is more like, you get someone else hooked in, we'll let you out of your deal.
Multi-level marketing.
There's gonna be someone later that's like, Stove God, he's the one that took me here. But hey, he had to get free.
That's Lord Jamar got out. Hey, I'm gonna bring.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
No, literally, it's it's literally like culty, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's Forex.
It's giving Prime America, like, yo, like, come on, bro.
You be a level 3. You're gonna be a level.
Like, come on, bro. Gold, team, diamond, platinum.
You signed this 10 album deal, and you're gonna fucking see the mothership, my boy. Fuck.
That's terrible. Don't do anybody like. That's how I always think of the imprint thing, though. When I kind of learned about imprints and what it really is almost, some of them are almost management deals where you're literally bringing an artist to the label. They got some kind of imprint, this thing that looks like you're part of a crew or a real record label, but really you signing to Universal, or you signing to whatever these labels is, or Atlantic or whatever, right? You're not really a label. You know what I'm saying? They just give you kind of a brand that you can brand on, but you're still signing them to a deal. So now they're giving you money for signing them to this quote unquote deal. Then on top of that, you still have to play the major label, their cut. You know what I'm saying? On top of whatever management you got in between there or whatever. So start reading about how predatory that is to me. Granted, I guess you should say you put people on, maybe your name won't be buzzing. You can leverage that, but you're going to get screwed over on that deal. At least initially, right? So no leverage. It's all about the leverage. Any last deals on Stove in this situation? Nothing. All right. So without further ado, unless you have not been paying attention to our socials, which you should have been subscribed and following, but if you haven't, we've been dropping some of the awards. That's not the right fucking thing. Go here, and we'll bring up the first of our many awards we had, which would have been the crash out and all that shit. So the first ones we had the Next Up Award, honoring newcomers most likely to make major waves and graduate from the underground to the mainstream. The Return to Form Award for veteran artists made surprising or undeniable return to the scene after hiatus, which had Malice, Max B, Raekwon, and Slick Rick were our finalists. Crash Out of the Year awarded to the mainstream artists who had the messiest year, worst PR moves, or most self-sabotaging behavior, which we had Diddy, Nicki Minaj, Young Thug, and Soulja in the running. You should get a Lifetime Achievement Award, Big Soulja. And finally, the Rappity Rap Award, dedicated to the best pure hip-hop performance, honoring those who kept strictly about the bars, ignoring pop trends, which our finalists ended up being Malice, Nas, Don Tripp, and Pusha T. You know what I mean? So let's see what happens. There you have it. So for our next up winner, of course, we had Shay Noir. Salute to Shay. You know what I mean? Definitely had a great year. One of my favorite drops this year, actually, the joint she had. You know what I'm saying? We definitely had who else we had? We had let me close this right here. Can't see shit.
Yeah, no, shout out to Shay. I think she had 4 releases in 2025, if I'm not
She was all over
mistaken.
the fucking place, to be honest.
And that
with you.
last one with that last one, Desired Crowns, was crazy.
Chris Patrick did have a crazy year too. Smart Sin, definitely. All those people, I think, party too. So let's salute to Lee putting us on to that, because I hadn't heard them cats before you dropped that reference. Definitely doing something unique too. You feel me over there?
It was that
sure.
one video seriously took off for them when they were doing the behind the scenes of like how they used this like camera lens to film this crazy shot. And I was like, oh wow, that's dope. Oh shit, y'all got bars too. All right, let me check it out. And then they just been blowing up this year. I'm like, oh shit, they can collabs and all this thing, like brand sponsorships, and just been like growing their fan base. And like this is like their third time rebranding as a group. It was 4 of them, now it's just 2. So I was just like, nah, they deserve to get shouted out for sure.
Yeah, I almost feel like they can almost also fit into the rappity rap, you know.
Word.
One of these people just spit bars. I don't hear no, and there's no social media trying to get famous off that or anything. People that genuinely, at least I feel, that genuinely love music, and they showing us, you feel me? So salute to everybody. The Return to Form Award for the veteran artist made the most surprising, undeniable turn to scene after hiatus. Of course, Malice got that. Clips just had a crazy year, like bananas year. But I think Malice shined. We kind of expect, it's almost like when Jordan was winning all those like MVPs, and in one year they just had like some non-Jordan person win it. You know what I'm saying? It was like to mix it up. I almost feel like, you know, Malice, you know, Pusha T definitely is doing his thing and all of it, but I feel like you know, Malice just kind of like, you still spitting like that, you know. So that was crazy. Yeah.
And coming back from such a break, right? A long break. I mean, he was making some music, but kind of in a different area. You know what I mean? It was more like Christian rap, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, his return to like Clips Malice was awesome. Although Max B is now making a pretty big splash too, but that's rolling into this year. So
yeah,
Malice definitely had last year locked up.
Yeah, exactly. But Max B definitely making waves. Slick Rick, man. Great drop. Raekwon of always. I mean, Wu-Tang's for the children, bro. Wu-Tang always gonna do their thing. But I think that was a stat category. That one I didn't know. Crash Out. We got Diddy. I'm not sure if that was a crash out or more of a just life catching the fuck up with you. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's his life crashed out, right? So I mean, it counts. I think it counts.
Crash dummy of the decade. Goes.
Yeah, exactly. Oh shit. Hell yeah.
And then who we had, the Rapidy Rap, dedicated to best pure hip hop performance, honoring those kept strictly about the bars, ignoring the pop trends. So, like I said, a lot of these people that's in these other categories outside of the Crash Out could have definitely fit into that. But of course, Malice again, Malice just had a crazy year. You know what I'm saying? I've heard talks of people putting him in like top 20s and top 10 lists after this year. I'm not sure if I agree with it, but the man spit.
Listen, wherever he was before, he definitely deserves to be moved up. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was top 100 or top 50. But I say if he's on someone's top 20, I wouldn't be mad at them. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm like, yo, what, are you going to do more? Like, is there more? Like, I want not to be greedy.
It sounds like there's more clips coming.
Right. Like,
I'll take
them. We ain't done yet. Right. Brad Piff, bro. We going dub coming up, man. Stick around, brother. Stick around. We got you. Let's do part 2. So, of course, this past actually earlier today, we dropped the day 2 winners, a bit more in the independent realm of things. So let's see what we got here. We had the special salute to Trailblazers. Ren Getz, the official dub champion for the powerful track Dear Father. So Brad Piff, bro, that's what you're shooting for next year. You get you the DOD champion. La Russell, crowned grind of the year for his unmatched marketing, consistency, and independent hustle. I think that was kind of a foregone conclusion. It was a runaway. La Russell just did
well deserved.
Yeah, and he's put people on. But we got some surprise here. Indie album of the year. We're gonna have the runners, Bodie James, the Step Brothers joint, Shay Noir again, Aesop Rocks, Indie Artist of the Year, Bodie James, Shay again, RJ Payne, and Vic Spencer, and Lyricists of the Year, Pusha T and Malice as a duo. Nas, Don Tripp, and Boldy. So let's go ahead and run the video. Let's see, is the video in this motherfucker? Yeah, I would forget to put the fucking video in here. All right, to YouTube we go. Hold on one second.
To YouTube.
Actually, we can go right here on the page.
Yeah, man, 2025 was a great year for hip hop. It was crazy, to be honest.
Yeah, and then it seems like this year, I don't know. I mean, we're gonna have some surprises. So yeah, I feel like everyone had to wake the fuck up last year. It was like, listen, we don't want that bullshit. Keep that bullshit with that bullshit. Give us some rapidy rap. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm happy to see, the revival of that.
All right, here we go. Luke Ring gets dope track.
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie, I was a little shocked by that one, bro. No disrespect to Bodie at all, but I was pins and needles.
We gotta get into some of these for sure.
There you have it, yo. Bodie with the sweep, man. Bodie with the sweep. I didn't see that coming. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So have we explained, or do you want to explain like how the voting went down at all, or like, because I'm wondering how some of these hit the top, and not in a negative way, but I'm just wondering.
Yes, so I did the rank choice, right? So we went, the voters 1 through 5 or 1 through 4, or whatever. I think the finals was 1 through 4. So you got the most points for putting it 1 through 4. So it's just the way the cookie crumbled, dog. You feel me? And yeah, I'm shocked too, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, I'm extremely happy with some of these winners, but that's why I'm just surprised also, because I never think people would think how I think. So that's all. And I don't mean that in like I just think I'm fucked up, and so I never think anybody's thinking how I'm thinking.
I think when it came down to the ranking, I was like, all right, if these are the ones that made the short list, then this is who I'm gonna have to respectfully give some credit to. I've had my highs and lows with Boldy, but I can't lie that he's had overall highs, so I'll give it to him.
This year, though, I almost feel like he had a better year in 2024 than maybe 2025. You feel me? That's why I was a little surprised.
I've heard people say that he had a lot of drops this year, so I think he had a couple more than the year before. And the year before, there was one that people liked that I didn't like. So that's why, for me, I'm kind of more of a 2025 Boldy fan. But all of it's good at the end of the day for me, more or less. I know not everybody feels that way, but yeah, the awards are fun, man.
Yeah, definitely. And we are definitely not done either, yo. We're gonna have some of the actual mainstream topics dropping on Friday. So make sure y'all check all the socials. We're gonna be dropping that. YouTube is gonna be dropping on Facebook. It's also gonna be dropping on the IG. And of course Twitter. So everything will be out there, and then of course we will discuss the full thing next week, hopefully with the big crew, you know what I'm saying, go through everything. So we're not done. We definitely have more awards. Maybe next year we may expand the voting a little bit. I would love for like some of the independent artists that we feature and some of the independent artists that we put on the platform to actually chime in on things like that.
Oh no, we lost D. Oh, there he comes.
I'm here. I'm here. It's just a camera fuck up. But it's all good. As long as you can hear me, you don't need to see my beautiful face.
All right, debatable, but yeah.
But any thoughts or anything? What do y'all think about some of the categories? You feel me? I think that was a big talk of controversy when we had our talk. Do y'all like the categories? You want to see it expanded? We got the female rapper here, male rapper, the common categories, but like some of these outside of the box, maybe the rapidy rap thing and stuff like that. What do y'all think?
I like them. I like to spread it out, and I always think of the awards as more just like a chance to shine a light on a bunch of good shit through from the year, right? It's not always about particularly the winner. I'm always like, everybody that's nominated is the winner because these are some of the people I'm trying to shine light on the most, you know. So I think as many categories is always a good thing.
Yeah, and I think that's a good way to put it. Like, if you're a nominee, you did enough to be in like the limelight, where it's like, this wasn't like an easy pick. If it was, it would have just been like no need to even rank them. It would have just been like, this is the number one. But I do think that's a good point made, and I do think having those different categories gives other people a chance to shine, because there could be like, hey, this person overall had the best year, but then this guy, he really did his thing with the rapping and the lyrics, like Malice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really think like if I had to choose between the duo, I would give it to Malice.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I'm a much bigger Pusha T fan technically, especially because of just his solo career through the last decade, basically. But yeah, between the two this year, and I feel like even Pusha T like kind of like geared down almost, like I don't want to say he held back because he gave it his all, but there was that little bit of like, I felt like he wanted Malice to shine a little brighter.
Yeah. I definitely felt like he was like, yo, you need to have this moment. You need to see that you still got that. And like, I honestly, I would take a solo project from Malice. Like,
oh yeah.
And this is no shot at Pusha T. Like, Pusha T absolutely like killed it on the joint. You know what I'm saying? But like, bro, you need to speak up some more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no. And he's super happy to have Malice back too. I know, because he was begging him, it seemed like, for a while there, and then kind of maybe gave up a little bit, but not like gave up, but maybe publicly gave up a little. So yeah, I think he's happy that he's back.
Yeah, definitely. Very excited to give you guys, and I think it's a good mix-up, man. A lot of times, a lot of these awards kind of get put on the back burner, the hip-hop categories and stuff like that. So it's kind of refreshing, particularly since they like murdered the BT Awards. Did they still got the hip-hop awards, or did they murder that?
I don't know.
They had one last year, I thought.
I think that might have been the last year they're gonna do it.
Yeah, or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I know. Let me see. I gotta fact check this right now.
Yeah, check it out.
Hot search.
I can't remember which one got canceled, and then if it was both or just one.
It has been suspended, but not permanently canceled. So they're pausing and gonna reevaluate due to the decline TV ratings and the financial costs.
That's some bullshit.
The Soul Train and Hip Hop Awards.
Yeah,
and MTV shut down.
Yeah,
You know, we're not allowed to have anything.
I'm like, bro, you better put that shit somewhere. We need to see this.
Yeah, man. So, you know, we used to have so many awards too. We used to have the Ozone. We had like these under the radar awards. You had the Source still doing their thing. Now it's like we don't have anything. So, you know, I just want
to
have
down to
something.
nothing.
Yeah, that we can have our own, you feel me, and
Right.
also acknowledge the indie artists, which I think even on the mainstream award shows don't get the, because you know that's not the sexy thing. They don't get the views and stuff like that. So,
Right.
you know, so that's
I
dope.
mean, shit. Sometimes you be lucky. Sometimes when you watching shows like the Grammys, if they even like show all of the categories that you're interested in. Sometimes it's just a little banner on the red carpet. It's like, bro, fuck the red carpet. I want to see who's winning this award. But I think, you know, that's why we doing this. You know, this shouldn't die out. I think hip hop deserves to have a place where it's highlighted by itself, because hip hop moves the world, whether people want to admit it or not. It's very much influential to a lot of different sounds, and like how even just like streetwear and all these different things, like how people just carry themselves. So it needs to be a standalone thing, you know, not a, oh, we're gonna give you a little subtitle right here at the bottom.
You know, Sexy Red. I'll give you Sexy Red for fun.
Yeah. America loves.
I think if some of these, you know, the platforms that aren't even around anymore had built more from the roots up, you know, like things would be better for them. If you're lifting up indie artists and they become bigger artists, they're going to look back and be like, thank you, XXL. And they're going to want to do more stuff with you. And they're going to want to, and then that's a back and forth. That's how the fucking ecosystem works. But instead, they're just promoting the tip top stuff, hoping that those guys will throw them a bone. And look at where it's got everybody.
Man, those bars, man. You might get our first year hoe of the night. Fucking bars.
That felt good. First of the year.
Facts. All right, man. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Once again, Friday dropping day 3. All right. And I guess it's time to crash dummy it up. Let's see who the fucking crash dummy is this week. And intro, please.
Hey, Dad.
So recently, the continuing drama of Dipset goes on and on and on and on and on, right? So we got one and only Freaky Zeke. Let me pull this up. I don't know why the fuck I put my big ass face on here. Recently posted something where he's taking a shot at Jim Jones. Really took a shot at him.
All that
He took a shot at Jim.
Niggas ain't soft over here, nigga. Remember that time when Dame asked you for the fair one? You brought the homies out there, and they told you, nah, you hit them up. Matter of fact, I don't even got to say nothing else. I got the clip right here.
Fight for you. Yeah, they do. You know, for you never did nothing,
They
nigga.
do.
You ain't no gang.
They do.
That's right. You're entertainment.
They the gang
You're a
bangers,
tough
nigga.
rapper.
You soft, gang. You soft, nigga. You soft, nigga.
You get the
You
film.
soft, nigga.
You get
This
the
ain't
film.
1989.
You get the film. You ain't never fuck me up. You ain't never
Don't fuck him up,
nobody.
Fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? Fuck him up.
The second one, go ahead. Fuck me up.
Give me the glass.
Fuck me up.
You see how he tried to send the young boy to go fuck him up. He asking you for the fair one, dog. But just in general, bringing up these old receipts from 2003. Honestly, in this whole entire situation, you got Cam taking shots, you got Jim taking shots, you got Freaky Zeke now in it. You know, you got all the Dipset affiliates giving their 2 cents. This is just overall a bad look. Y'all OGs at this point, yo. Y'all are Dipset. Y'all are some of the trendsetters, bro. A lot of people are making peace. A lot of people are kind of, showing these young boys the way. And y'all pulling up the receipts from 03, Freaky Zeke with his shirt off in the fucking IG. Brother, be veterans in the game, man. Do better. Nobody is coming out of this looking good. We get the kikis and the ha-has and shit. Bro, y'all close to getting y'all discounts at Old Country Buffets. Old Country Buffet still around. Fucking old Golden Corral. You feel me? Y'all close to getting the fucking discount on the bus at this point. You're close to fucking colonoscopy. What's it called? Colonoscopy. What? You're getting checked every year. You get your doubles. You close to that, right? We are way past the age where we should be doing things on the internet to entertain people, particularly with that. So I just don't want to see this beef. I honestly think that Dipset reuniting will actually break the internet at some point, particularly if you can get everybody who's affiliated on there. But this is what we don't want to see, dog. So I don't know if it's the podcast mics or what it is, but bro, let's get a kumbaya going around this bitch. Let's actually act like our age around here, bro. And the Dipset ain't looking good at all with this going on like this. So unfortunately, this is going to be a group award again. Now, this might be my second group award for the Crash Dummy of the Week. But all you cats got to get to go call Crash. Do better. Do better, please. Be better people. So that's all I got, yo. Do y'all want to listen to some music or what?
I'm ready.
All right. So we got our artist here. The producer is going to be Tony Boy. Hopefully I'm pronouncing all y'all cats' names correctly. The artist we got is Brad Piff coming from Rochester, New York. And the track is going to be called Mama Move That Weight. And without further ado, let's play the intro to the DOD. All right, so hopefully we got a good one. YouTube music.
Stupid, do it.
Hold on before I go further. Make sure y'all mute your mics and let's go.
Oh shit. My mask don't look stupid, do it. I don't want nobody to see my face when I kill these niggas. Mad bullets. Enough bullets for all you niggas. Look, yo, I set a feast like Dr. Lecter, let me loose and I'ma leave him. Tell your producer don't get cute, put that loop in the mausoleum. Elite with the dot connectors, you ain't have a pot to pee in. In Miami getting juice, you got boofed in the Coliseum. Niggas jokes. Like close sweet potato pie with my slice at. Let me get one more. Nigga told me if I pull up, I make twice that. Shit, you know me, I go get them bags like the Sky Cap. At the rental counter, I flew out, but I'ma drive back. I've been letting my stack set up the mic straps. Wishing I could rewind time back for it was like that. Running suicide drills all week, give me an ice pack. Chopper cut them pussies in half, that's a life hack. Them niggas wasn't there since Wonder Years. Reruns in our underwears, running the Johnny Pump until the bus got there. Some of us got cuffed for fucking, some of them not here. Cut some Brooklyn nigga in the day room cause he touched my chair. I feel like Samson, don't be letting bitches touch my hair. My niggas Buccaneers, y'all niggas fucking weird. Clutch the flare, touch a hair on one of mine's head, just solar touch the air. Have my slime pouring out like double dare. Ain't no kidding, ain't no business like dope business. But this game so cold to make your bones stiffen. Go to a town I never been, throw bows in it. Like I know niggas, fuck the world, left a load in it. Them P's will make them say, he ain't got no limit, but won't ship him. I need me an extra if I go get him. Big body German presidential with the pole in it. Baby, don't spend it all at once, I'm finna go spin it. And I sold them all, I ain't got an O on me, the glow on me. Waiting on them niggas, I robbed the roll on me. My bitch best friend see me out with some hoes. Told on me, how I thought I'm low with 40,000 in gold on me. Sun grown runs, cutting clothes in the solarium. Caught a brick stashed in the aquarium. Heard what your homie carried and they back the ferry and caught him lacking. Now I wonder if it's ghost where he got clapped or where they buried him. Them niggas arrogant, married to the street, sleep carefully. Bare feet smoking weed on the terrace. The stick rare me, medium rare beef. The hair trigger prepared to feast. Streets hear everything. Apparently so do the police. German engineering, power steering, balance, red fabrics. Just precious metals. I don't wear malice, only in it for the said scallops. Carrot and pear salad. Seat at the table, my chair valid. Don't fear violence, only the feds, so we lead the corners. We don't want the people on us, been doing this as yours with the beepers on us. Ducking the reaper, trying to keep a hold of all this. Scrub the gun oil off my hands before I go home and feed my daughters. Boy, for Brad Pitt, Tony Boy, cover the order. In short, about to get crazy. Oh shit.
We can't hear
So
you.
there we have it. There we have it. My bad. I'm still muted. Mama Said Move Weight. Produced by Tony Boy, featuring 448 Brad, aka Brad Piff. So let's see who's first. I put myself first. Why? I feel it was straight bars, right? There was a couple moments where I was like, yo, like especially towards the end, you maybe laugh a little bit, but I think it was straight bars. You know what I'm saying? That's one of them tracks where I'll be honest with you, I wasn't a super huge fan of the beat. It was kind of minimalist to me. I think more could have been done with that LL Cool J sample. Like a lot could have been done with that. No disrespect to the producer, but I just think that the star of this one would have had to be the bars. You feel me? So I'm pretty much just judging it straight off, you know, how he was spitting. I definitely can hear talent there. I definitely hear that, you know, there was no times where I feel like he was out of breath, where he was like not on the flow. I don't think the bars were subpar, you know, one of the greatest things in the world, but I feel as though there's definitely talent there. That's something I'm not skipping if that comes on. You feel me? Maybe not one of the best tracks. I would like to hear more of the discography, definitely. But I think on the right beat, Buddy can kill that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go thumbs up on this one, just because I feel like it was more positives than negatives on that song. Like I said, I wish that the beat was a little bit better. You feel me? A little bit more fleshed out, but that's what I got, yo. So I'm going thumbs up. Lee, you up next.
You. All right. So honestly, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just show you exactly what I did. You know what I'm saying? I just had to add that immediately. You know, you know what I did too, Brad? I had to go follow you immediately. And I want to see what you finna drop this year. I see you drop something in 2025. So I hope you see where I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying?
Dang, Brad, Lee never done that before. I never seen that.
I haven't. It's a first.
Listen, first for everything. And I just want to say I ain't gonna lie, the last couple ones have been they was kind of like challenging to listen to. I ain't gonna go. This was you know what? Fuck that. This is my favorite one in a long time. That's what I gotta say. And like honestly, this is you know how we all felt when we heard that Ren Gets and how Ren Gets got that award. This is how I feel like right now. You leading the pace, you setting the tone. You know what I'm saying? I see what you're saying about the beat. The beat could have built more, but I feel like it allowed him to really flex his skills with the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, yo, you just rocking the back. You know what I'm saying? Like on some freestyle kind of, kind of gave, when freestyle beats just have like that loop. That's what it was given, and I feel like that's the energy he gave, and like the title. You know what I'm saying? I see that this particular project is produced by Tony Boy, so I want to see what else he got going on. I see he has a song with El Camino on this project that just came out that you're showing here. It looked like it just came out the 11th, so I'm like, okay, maybe some other beats do progress a little bit more, but the Brad 448 Brad 448. I don't know if you want 448 Brad 400, whatever the hell. Thumbs up for me. Thumbs up for me, bro. Respect to you. Seriously.
I mean, I already put it there. I got where you was going.
Yeah, I was just like, I had to give my actual,
Yeah, let's get it over with. You feel me? But 2 thumbs up. Will we get a clean sweep? Obi, it's on you, brother.
Oh man, I don't know. No, yeah, I mean, I like that song. I like that track. I like what 448 Brad was doing there. But I do agree with D that I wanted that beat to like elevate and just kick up one extra notch. Like I kind of thought 20 seconds or so in that like I was like, oh, okay, I like where this is going. Like it's about to flip up one more bit and we're gonna get that extra boost. And then we got about 40 seconds in, and I said, okay, I don't think that's happening. Right. So like that's okay. The song, it was still a great song, and I was actually really enjoying it. But yeah, I did want that beat to like elevate and do something just a little extra. But yeah, thumbs up. I thought it was great.
Man, that's good. That's nice, bro. Yeah, definitely. I think it was a good song, man. Like even considering like that's kind of even more testament when like you're not like super. I mean, the beat wasn't bad, but it's like when you're not sure about the beat and then you still like, damn, you spit. So it did. I agree with Leah. It allowed you to flex. You feel me? Which is very dope. So make sure. Let me get your socials up, brother. I'm gonna put your IG up on here. Of course, the main goal of this whole segment is to put y'all up onto music, put y'all up on artists you may not have heard of before, because hip hop is bigger than just the radio, bigger than the mainstream and stuff like that. A lot of dope artists like Brad Piff out here. So make sure y'all go follow the brother. He has a significant amount of followers, 3,700 already, 3,785. Let's see if we can get it up a couple more. You feel me? Make sure y'all check out the discography, because I always, even if good or bad, no matter what it comes down to, I always tell people, make sure y'all go check out, see what else the person is offering, because it's kind of hard to judge a person off simply one song, right? You really can't make that judgment. So make sure y'all check out more of his music and support the artist if you like it. You know, that's how we get people on. That's how this is the culture, you feel me? Just real people doing real shit and putting people on the dope artists who spitting real shit. So beyond all the flashy shit. So IG is up.
Might have to be my second dub or dud artist that I review. That was good.
Yo, literally, I was like, yo, I'm adding this project. I don't care if it's from 2025. It's new to me. It's new to you.
You inspired me, yeah, and I went and added it too. So you got at least 2 new downloads off that.
Word.
And salute to them. They definitely hit us up. I've been slacking on sending the shit out to you. So I got some stuff in the inbox I'm going to send out to y'all. Definitely, if you want to check it out and review something, we have some artists that's been sent. And salute to everybody that sends us shit, man. I try my best to get through everything. You know, some things drop the cracks, but I eventually get back to it, and I'll make sure I check y'all out. Actually, next week's going to be another artist that sent us a project early. So we're definitely going to check that out. Hopefully we like it. That's all I got, man. Yeah, y'all good?
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, we about halfway through the show. Make sure, man, y'all sharing. Make sure y'all leaving comments, the thumbs up wherever you watching this at, man. We got to get to double or triple figures, I should say. We already in double. We need to get this up to about 100, 200, 300 folks watching us. You feel me? But recently, we just had some big news, man. Big news, particularly if you're a J. Cole fan, bro. J. Cole fan. The fall off era is here, coming straight from J. Cole, or whoever runs his Twitter, because I doubt he be on this motherfucker, but he might. Who knows? We got the fall off coming. So that leads to the discussion. I'm going to throw out there to my panelists. Yo, the fall off is set for February 6th as of now. Hopefully we don't have a situation like we talked about earlier in the podcast. Don't be Roddy Rich. And the trailer just dropped. Heavy lines on it. Everybody's supposed to go away eventually. If you heard the snippet, right? We may play that a little bit later on. Hopefully I don't got to clip it out. So as we look, I think we're at the point in J. Cole's career where we could start having like legacy conversations at this point. And you know, this album is kind of the fall off, is kind of hinting at like, you know, retirement, everybody goes away. He's kind of throwing hints, right? We know he's a little reclusive as well. And this album is about cementing himself as maybe the most self-aware artist in the game, or maybe even a legend at this point. So my question to you, so after we had the big dust up, you know, last year, or in 2024, I should say, with the battle, and J. Cole kind of, you know, backed out, being that he did kind of spit braggadocious lines. Are we bowing out like this peaceful exit, it sounds like, right? Or maybe he got some surprises for us. I don't know. is Cole retiring as like that champion bar spitting guy, or is he like a guy that's bowing out because it's getting a little too hot in the kitchen? What do y'all think, man? What will be his ultimate legacy, you think, behind this project, and what are your expectations of the project, like on a positive note? What y'all got?
I mean, I think it's a little bit of a mix to a slight degree. I wouldn't say it's like too hot for him. I think he might just be kind of over the game, quote unquote, right? But also, is he like retiring as the tip top, like the best that's ever done it? I would also say no to that as well. And I love J. Cole sometimes, but I wouldn't say he's gonna like go down as the greatest that's ever done it. Almost regardless of what this album does, but we'll see. Maybe it's gonna blow my hat off,
We'll see.
Exactly. Yeah.
Lee, what you think, yo?
Here's what I'll say. I grew up like a Cole fan. Like when I was like really listening to Cole at that time, I was bumping his music even more than Kendrick's at some point, right? And Kendrick for me was really it was when Damn came out that I was like, oh nah, this really like it had like a sentimental value to me. So I was like, I really like this project, you know what I'm saying? But at that point, I was miles ahead as a Cole fan, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like how he moved during the battle. I feel like he should have known better, knowing his homeboy. And I also feel like he played that second to him kind of role. Like, why are you being used as a pawn? You know how homeboy be moving. But outside of that, I do feel like I've always said this, that it kind of caused like a little stain on his record. Like there's J. Cole fans that will always be J. Cole fans. You get me? Like those die-hard fans. But there's people that are fans of rap, right? And like rap being competitive that are just like, bruh, I would have just said like, hey, I said what I said. This record is staying. If you are ready to come at me at a competitive angle versus a mischievous angle, hit me up. In the meantime, y'all duke it out. I'm over here chilling. I ain't gonna take shit down. That's how I feel. That's how I think he should have handled it. I don't know if this will have him like be like the GOAT. I do think it'll be like a thing of, hey, as Cole fans, we appreciate this project, but I don't think it's gonna necessarily place him at the number one spot. Maybe within the top 5. 10.
I think we could put him up there for the year, maybe. Yeah. Right? But like going down in history, I don't know if it's going to be a top 5 position.
Yeah, I don't even. Yeah, I mean that would be. I would say maybe he could be in like a 4 and 5, depending on who we're considering. Like at some point, who do we consider like a cutoff for a certain era? But I don't think it'll be like the number one. I do think this is going to be a good project, though. I'm not saying I might delete later. I didn't. I was disappointed by it, but I do think the fall off. I have high hopes that the fall off will be better than that mixtape.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, and like talking on his legacy, I'm similar to Lee. Like, I was a huge J. Cole fan during the mixtape era, and was a bigger J. Cole fan than, not to compare him constantly, but bigger J. Cole fan than Kendrick Lamar. Basically all the way up until they both started making like studio albums. And I'm not talking about Section 80, but oh man, now I'm blanking on Kendrick's first studio album's name all of a sudden. But point is, once they started making studio albums, J. Cole got a lot more hit and miss for me, and Kendrick really locked in for me. And so it's hard if we're talking about J. Cole retiring and his legacy, he's just had a much spottier last like almost like full 15 years at this point, maybe just 10 to 15 though. And yeah, with that spotty of a record over that many years, I don't know. Personally, it's just, I'm excited for this album, but I'm not even sure I could put J. Cole, as if we're talking all time, not sure if he's a top 10 rapper for me.
Yeah, I mean, 2014 Force Hills Dress. It's kind of been like the top echelon. I honestly don't think he's had those greater albums to put him in that, right? He could rap his ass off.
Yeah.
But I don't think his discography is
like a whole project kind of thing.
I think his beat selection can get kind of iffy, and him producing everything, a lot of it himself, if not everything, from if I'm not mistaken, it just doesn't. It's never been my favorite thing.
Actually, I seen someone's tweet where they were like, "Yo, he needs to elevate his production. We're tired of hearing like he can rap, but it's like we need a different kind of sound." And I think like his projects do well with his fans, like I said, and like general hip hop scene. But to stamp him, I don't think this will be the one to do it. And like, hey, I would love to eat my words and be like, "Yo, Cole really did that shit." But like, honestly, I'm looking at all his past albums. And like
there's a lot of mid in there.
Yeah, like like KOD was like the last decent project of that. And I would say that as a J. Cole fan, if I'm zooming out and seeing what the overall masses think as like just rap fans, I don't think that one really landed as better than, even Born Sinner, I say remains his best project, and that's kind of
my goodness.
I would say that, KOD was good, but like the off season did not hit for me. It was really literally the off season. Like I feel like the fall off. I really hope it's not gonna be. I hope these titles don't become real, and that's.
Don't really fall off, brother.
Right.
Don't really fall off. He did have a little snippet. I'll play it. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we don't get clipped, but fuck it, we gotta live on the edge sometimes.
Everything is supposed to go away eventually. You see this especially in like show business with famous actors or like musicians. And it's like, oh, this guy used to be famous and then he fell off. What happened? And they want to point to they did this and they made some sort of mistake. Instead of thinking that, look, it's kind of crazy they got famous in the first place. So few people reach that level that, yes, of course, it's not going to last forever because somebody else has to take that spot. And that's how show business has been since forever. But no, they always want to say, oh, that guy fell off. They want to look down on him for just going through the natural cycle of rising and falling.
All right, a little preview of the beat. They got me one track.
Poor thing, young Puss playing war games. He wanted love, but he only made more pain. Poor thing, young Puss playing war games. He wanted love, but he only made more pain.
All right, I guess we got a little preview.
There's actually he dropped like the video actually for this too.
Well, yeah, for a different song, yeah.
Yeah.
But seeing I like that end clip a little bit more than I like the full song that we got.
Word.
Everybody else loves the full song.
The full song, yeah. It was
dope.
good. I like the video too.
Yeah. I think the album's gonna be good. Like it's gonna be good for sure. But there's also probably, especially if it's like a double disc, like the single he dropped today is like kind of leading on to believe potentially. Like then there might be a handful of songs that I'm just not as high on. You know what I mean?
He needs to tap into the live reviews right now, especially when it comes to like that production part. Because so far, this and the other one is kind of like sounding similar as far as like that sort of production element. And I misspoke earlier. Not since Born Sin and Forest Hill Drive. That shit did it for me. That's still my top Cole
that's a classic.
And Born Sinner. And it's the same question that I have, with Rowdy. Can you outdo the thing you did before? And yes, you can rap, you bring bars, but can you really put out a whole project that will move people that are not even just predominantly J. Cole fans? And I have not seen him like like I said, KOD was good, but I feel like I was just like, okay, this is cool. This is good for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And there's so much other things that dropped after that, but it didn't really buzz like that. Like I did love the Dollar concert moment that he had. I feel like that was a great way to pay respects to Forest Hills because it was an amazing project. But like, you know, just disappointing the last couple of years. So hey, this whole the fall off thing, I really hope he capitalizes off of it and like shows like, oh nah, he wasn't falling off. I think he named this to show us like, nah, this I'm picking it back up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm recapping, I'm reflecting, and I'm moving forward.
But moving forward, how you think he's actually retiring? I mean,
no,
he's kind of putting out messages that are saying like, oh, my whole career is this. I want to start it better than the end or some whatever he just said.
I don't know. I mean, he could be the type of motherfucker to really be like, I'm gonna go off the grid. I see him doing some type of shit like that, but
if we're just in Waffle House, just eating and shit.
Yeah, I think it'll be like cold spotted, hanging out with monks.
Yeah, just at the fishing somewhere and fucking Aruba or some shit.
And then he's gonna drop another project 10 years later, like, hey guys, it's me now. I'm back.
Oh yeah. It's never the end, first of all. Yeah, no matter what, it's never the end. Yeah, we're gonna get that J. Cole flute album.
Yeah, I think like
don't you wish that evil on us?
Right. No. I think really just like, I think he's trying to use like the words that people have said against him. Like people have said, like, he's falling off. He's not the number one. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's running with that theme. I don't think this will be the end. We're gonna see though.
All I'm saying is there's this message, right, that he put out with that stuff today. And part of it, I'm just doing a small bit of it. It says, to do on my last what I was unable to do on my first. So, I mean, I don't know what he means 100% by what he's trying to do that he couldn't do before, but he's saying on his last. So, but again, I don't really believe that's 100%. But I wouldn't be surprised if he does like bail out for 5 years in some other country or some crazy shit, you know?
Yeah. Double disc. I've seen the post put up there. They say it's double disc.
Yeah, two. Yeah.
The song's title, right, for now is called Disc 2, Song 2, or some Track 2, something like that.
Man, I'm not looking for it. Like, I don't think a good double disc has been pulled off since like fucking All since Eyes on Me or some shit. Like
documentary 2.
No, we gonna see. I mean, I'm wondering, like, is it gonna be like what will be the concept of what's the point of having those two different discs? Because sometimes people do it and it's like, bro, it's not even like you're building a story here. Like why did Metro Boomin have two different discs on that project? Side A, side B. Why? It's the same vibes.
Why? I don't know. I have no clue. Yeah, it's hard. It's very hard for artists to pull it off. I'm not sure. Like you said, or maybe you do the whole like double. I have two personalities type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some Eminem, Slim Shady type of shit. But yeah, it's gonna be hard to pull that off. But I hope he does, man. I just hope if he does double this, don't produce all fucking 24 fucking whatever, please.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. We got to get some like big crit production. Like there's so many good, like even first person shooter. I think it said was like Boy Wonder. You know, there's like, and that was a great track. Like, and Cole went off on that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I do hope he mixed it up. Maybe this one is just you and this two is like everybody else. You know, if you feel like you gotta give yourself it.
I don't know. That might be kind of corny though. You think it'd be good to go to Dreamville, maybe roster on there, get him some shine on, do a crew type of deal? Do y'all think that may be possible, or would that even be?
I don't want that shit.
they could do that on their own.
I'm just kidding.
Nah, they could do that on their own. They could do that like a separate Dreamville thing where J. Cole's a feature. I thought that was the fall off. That was the end. Oh, we got a little
You
can't have like one posse cut on there, right? That'd be cool. But
yeah, that could work.
But no, we don't need a whole bunch of bas and kas or whatever.
You're adamant about that shit, like hell no.
Yeah, hell no.
But I look forward to seeing. We would definitely be a project that'll be on our radar, man. I hope we get the best. If it is the end of J. Cole, he's bowing out. I don't particularly believe hip hop artists really retire. They just kind of take a break, get drop when they feel like dropping. But if it is like the major release we get for a while, hopefully it's something that can, hold it down, something that his fans find great. That'll be good for the culture. You feel me? Now I had the tweet pull up. Let me pull this back up because I think this is interesting, right? When he was kind of spitting on Johnny P's caddy, those scathing bars, which I think is really the reason that I think if we didn't have like the Johnny P's caddy and the Middle Childs type of songs where he's talking about eviscerating motherfuckers, question. No, this is the wrong shit. But y'all get where I'm going with that. Like we didn't have those bars, right? Would it even be that much criticism of J. Cole? Because he seems like a peaceful, chill motherfucker to me, right? Do y'all think that hurts his legacy, being braggadocious like that? Does that add to the criticism of him? You feel me?
I think he's always kind of done that. Yeah, I don't know. I think he did that back in the mixtape days. A little bit. Yeah, I'm not saying it was like a ton, but you'd have a track here and there. I'm not gonna bring up the mixtape at this very second unless y'all really want me to, but yeah, he did a little bit here and there. But yeah, I mean, I think as your career progresses, right, and you keep doing that, and there's opportunities for it to be tested, and he's not really like capitalizing or that's.
Does he need a battle? Does J. Cole need to win a battle to be elevated in your eyes? Yeah, I've been out here one bar.
I would never have said yes, and I still would say no, but he should just never have inserted himself in all that bullshit that wasn't about him, right? Like it really skewed a lot of shit.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if he had a battle that was just him and Dot, that would be fire. Like I think it would give like the true type of battle that at least someone that really fucks with rap would appreciate. It wouldn't be a thing of like the caddy shit that Drake was trying to do. It's gonna be like, nah, I'm focused on literally like using each bar to tear you apart lyrically. And I mean this in the most respectful way possible because this is a competition. Like I feel like that would have been ultimately the better battle. The battle that we saw was the battle that gave us more shit to talk about online as far as like, being able to say, oh yeah, he did do that weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think it would have been a thing of like, no, you gotta go replay that line, but then he went like this. I think it would have been a lot more interesting in that case. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I would appreciate it. Not saying that I don't want it to go ugly. I just want it to be like on some, I gotta do this shit just to show y'all. Don't question me.
Yeah, I agree. I think that we wouldn't have got this whole like dirt throwing, which I think honestly Dot would have kept it on wax if a certain person didn't try to go that route, right? He kind of says that in one of the fucking disses, you know what I'm saying?
Like, don't let me push that red button, bro. So there we go. I do think it would have been interesting for sure. Like getting that versus. This is what he gonna do. He gonna take this break and then he gonna come back on the versus, and then him and Dot they both gonna be old heads, so nobody gonna really be like, oh, bro, we want y'all to go at each other's neck. It's just gonna be a calm one-man show. I mean, two-man show. Y'all just say what y'all gotta say on some real freestyle shit. You know what I'm saying?
When's the last time we got a peaceful battle? I don't know.
I'm trying not to get mad right now about thinking about J. Cole being old, and then that's all old, and now I'm old. That all just
we
piss
all
me off. So I'm just trying to like,
that kind of does
myself.
age everybody.
That's fucked up.
Fuck. What you mean he almost had OG status? You talking about me?
Talking about my prime motherfucker. But yeah, man, I agree. Any last thoughts on the Cole joint? Hopefully it drops on time. I look forward to checking it out, man.
Yeah, I'm happy to have something big at the beginning of the year. That's good.
Yeah, we had GNX drop last January, so hopefully we get something on that level. Next topic we got kind of a hypothetical here. As we see the tweet pulled up, question here: does this generation have a Nate Dogg, Akon, or T-Pain, a person you could add to the hook of any song and take it from decent to certified banger? So there we go. So we have it there. First part of that, do we have one of those? Secondly, are hooks in general kind of falling by the wayside as more people kind of doing their own little crooning thing, right? I've heard many a project where I'm like, man, get somebody to sing the fuck. I heard songs that probably could have been elevated if they had somebody to sing the hook, but I don't know if people being cheap or what. But what do y'all think? Do we have that? Is this generation missing a Nate Dogg or whatever? And is that detrimental? Is that part of the reason music ain't hitting? Do you need that person? What do y'all think?
I don't know. I mean, we do got Stove God, right?
So, yeah, he been doing good. Like, no.
But no, I'm not sure if we do. I mean, I'm not sure if we got somebody on that level. Not for me. I'm sure there's somebody out there that'll say a name that, you know, Lee might know somebody better than I do, but personally, not on a Nate Dogg level. Hell no.
Who's like? I mean, like Drake used to be that guy.
I don't think that too.
He used to be that guy. I feel like now it's like, bro, you keeping the song on the same level. At least with the couple of features that I heard him drop last year, I'm like, all right, bro, this is why they told you to be quiet and focus on you. But, you know, I don't know. Outside of that, I mean, people.
Max B is about to get French back in the game.
Yeah. No lie, French, you had a moment too when he was like that guy, like, shit, you know, he about to put that remix on that shit.
Yeah.
He had his moments, you know what I'm saying?
He got that weird little what's the voice, man? It's just something.
Yeah, it's just, you know, he be at that, it's a certain kind of flavor. And sometimes when you hear it's like, all right, bro, this was too much.
Yeah. It's a hit or miss for sure. Yeah. But when it hits,
like, he has had a few. Shoot, let me see. Outside of that, I'm like, I know. Okay, if we talking about female rappers, people would say Cardi B does have that effect on features. I feel like sometimes she does better on features than her own solo songs.
Hooks though.
Well, I'm giving a fuck. We're talking about hooks here. Fuck. Okay. I mean, yeah, she not when she's singing. Don't get her to sing. I
feel like Nicki might have been better on hooks than, you know what I mean. Granted,
like I'm trying to think of damn.
I don't think they do. I think you've broken the internet with that question, bro. I don't think we keep it.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, Lottie Day under here. I mean, SZA, but that's on R&B. I'm talking.
You
about
got some people who have the potential to kind of be. I think like Young Blue probably could.
Where Young Blue, he does well. He actually has a project out that.
Yeah, I was just listening to it. Who else? That dude from Cali, the West Coast, Blast.
Well, I was just saying.
Oh yeah, Blast is really good too.
To be fair, it says right there in the comments below, Ty Dolla $ign, he had a moment. I don't know if that's really still going. He's so busy working with Kanye.
Jeremiah.
Ty Dolla, but then he'd be like singing. What about like the rapidy rap?
See, all that shit I hate that they're listing. Post Malone and fucking What are y'all talking about?
Anderson .Paak. Anderson .Paak ain't really been on no hooks like that though.
Yeah, not hook heavy. But see, people are only just pulling out like features, right? Yeah.
Right.
It's like,
yo, that's gonna be
none of this shit's on Nate Dogg's level.
That's gonna be an award category for 2026 award.
That might be a good category.
Yeah, we're gonna give them an NA.
Best hook.
NA. We got
not available. You guys got to step your game up.
Breezy.
Don Toliver is a good one actually.
He ain't got enough. He ain't got a hit though. Don Toliver got a hook. What he's singing the hook? I guess Lemonade. I guess if you count that.
I still think Stove God's the answer.
Future about to get out the game, bro. Future ain't no hook guy.
He's 54 years old. Let the man rest.
Like fucking Come to America. 176 years old. Yeah, like I said, I think you broke the internet, dog. I really can't answer that question. You may not have. Salute to you and your own question, dog.
I'm like, first.
Yeah, shout out to Roy Wood Jr. He's funny.
Yeah, he did it. You got it, bro. You broke the internet with the question. You know what, bro? You may not be watching this. You may not even see this ever in your lifetime, but you just got here for a good ass motherfucking question.
He's funny. That's a comedian. He's a funny dude.
All right, next. What we got next? World building versus cosplay. And thinking about the greats. Outkast build the world. Wu-Tang built the world. Tyler, Creator builds worlds. Tweet claims most rappers today just recreate the past. Who in 2026 is actually building a new sonic universe? If you're rapping over a tight beat that sounds like 1995, are you an artist or are you just recreating history? That's a good ass mother. They got to write a dissertation on this shit. Where's Starla at? It sounds like a Starla fucking. All right, let's see what we got here. And shout out to Starla, man. I hope you're doing good right now. Y'all keep going back to nostalgia pieces because you lack real creativity and afraid of taking that risk. No real world building, so you recreate the 90s and the 2000s as a safety net for your art. It's time to create. We have had a lot of nostalgia type sounding projects, I think. But a lot of that too is also from older artists, I too think. That's kind of so. I'm not sure if we had that many newer artists that's kind of sounding like on that older shit. I think a lot of artists are spitting bars again. I think that is a resurgence. But what do y'all think about this tweet here and the little kind of tidbit I threw out there, yo? Is there a way you could pay homage without kind of trying to eat off nostalgia? You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people doing that today. Do y'all think?
There is a way to do it. It's a hard line to walk, and I won't pretend like I'm the guy that's gonna explain it to an artist and be able to break it down for him. Just gonna have to keep working on it. But yeah, there's a way to do it. And sometimes even just the nostalgia part is all right. Like, you know, there's some of that stuff on even like that Max B French Montana speaking of. But I do think that there is also a bit of a wave of people utilizing nostalgia in this old sound, but also that's always happened.
Yeah. There was. Oh, go ahead, Lee. Sorry, brother.
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, sometimes you look at like who sampled RP, and it's like, oh, this song has been sampled like 10 times already. Like, so it's like everyone's always chasing that feel, and I do think oftentimes when it's like, how do you make an easy hit? Sometimes playing off of nostalgia is an easier play, but it is risky because what if you suck, you know? And I do think there is a fine line, like Obi said. I do think sometimes I'm often disappointed when it's like, okay, you already have the beat here, you know what I'm saying? You're taking that, but then it's like you saying the same exact hook that was said or the same bars. It's like, come on, you're being lazy with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, recreate the song, you know? And even if it's the same theme, I expect to hear different bars. It's lazy to reuse bars from before. It should be like a part 2 to that song or whatever part it is.
Yeah. There was like a time, I want to say maybe like a year and a half, 2 years ago. It was very recent, but where people just was like, a lot of these younger artists were just literally taking the same beat from like 03. It wasn't even long ago. It was like 03 and 04, you know, taking the Project Chick beat and just fucking rapping over it. And it was like, what the fuck is this? Like, this just makes me want to hear the original version because your version sounds like shit. So that's, I think, also a fine line that if you're going to do the nostalgia play, you have to elevate it. Don't just recreate it, right? If you're going to do that, I mean, hip hop has at its roots been like taking old shit, soul samples, funk, even I've heard even taking rock in general, you know, and transforming it and elevating it, right? Making it sound different. Don't just take the same exact beat like you were saying, Lee, and just throw some bullshit bars over it. I don't hear fucking Ice Spice over no motherfucking classic Jay-Z beat, you know what I'm saying? I just don't want to fucking hear it. So if you're gonna do it, elevate it. You feel me? Elevate it. But I think they kind of stopped that. I think that shit wasn't selling, bro. To keep it a bean, because it stopped expeditiously. It was like, no. Yeah. Y'all think that it's anybody that kind of reminds you of that old school feel that's in this new generation, kind of spitting like that? As far as like indie artists, anybody coming up?
Oh man, that's a good question. That's a tough one. I'd have to go through my list a little bit, to be honest, to be able to really pinpoint people that have that specific sound.
Yeah, I think honestly, the dude, the young boy that you put me on, Larizi, he kind of gives me kind of like that old school New Orleans bounce type of shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, he definitely's got that.
Yeah, so it's a lot of cats like that. I like and I think it's a lot of artists actually coming up with that Philly gritty sound. I've started to heard a couple of gritty artists. You feel me? Shit, old boy, we just listened to right now, Bad Piff 448.
Yeah,
Brett, yeah, that gritty. I like that
gritty. Bring that shit back, boy.
You get
that shit that make me feel like, yeah. What we finna do, twin? What you trying to do?
We need more Vinny Pazes in this generation. So I would love to see that come up. And I think it is some artists spitting like that. So, I think that's kind of how a good point to wrap it up is that, just make sure if you're gonna do the nostalgia thing, do right by it. You feel me?
Right.
You can't fuck with something, don't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I know you're a Cardi fan too, Lee. How did you feel about her over that Jay-Z beat back? I know that's an old subject.
That was not my favorite on the project, but and when it first came out too, my girl was really trying to convince me. She's like, no, this shit hard. And I'm like, it's good, but it's not like. And then I listened to Jay-Z's version. I was like, you know what? If I'm comparing this to the rest of his songs, I'm like, it's kind of the same thing. Like if I listen to Cardi B's song and I listen to that, it's ranked the same position as like where I put that song for Jay-Z's, music catalog. So that's where I'll leave it at.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think Imaginary Player was that great. I was there when this shit came out. I was like,
there's better songs on that project. That was just like there's like I could name probably like 5 better songs in that project. That was it was fun to see her play around with it. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like, oh, I could have actually listened to the project without it, honestly.
Yeah, and the execution wasn't that great. You can tell it was a lot of punching in and shit like that, So
she's bold for doing it because she knew that we'd be criticizing it to the T. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's kind of the example. I'll see, like, if you're gonna do it, make sure you're doing that shit right. Make sure you kill it. You feel me? All right, man. So let's get right to our last topic we got at hand. Salute to Mickey Fax, man. He's actually going off kickoff. Look at that. You that man gonna be famous. That man gonna get a show in a couple years.
Happy New Year. Back with another facts check. This time from my former sworn enemy, infamous BX Don. What up, nigga? Rapping elite about the same shit over and over again, and it's sounding fire every single time is way more impressive than rapping mid across various topics and concepts. I absolutely agree. Think about Jordan. Niggas used to be like, oh, Jordan got one move. It's the fade away. Nigga, he did that fade away 50,000 times and you couldn't stop it. Be great at what it is that you know how to do. If you don't know how to do storytelling, come to Pendulum Inc. We'll help you get better at that until it's time for you to do it. Stay on the topics and concepts that work well for you. Don't try to venture off into talking about things that you don't know nothing about. All right? I don't talk about drugs because I never dealt drugs. You know what I mean? But what do you think? Do you agree with infamous BX Don? Let me know.
I agree with you, Mickey Fax. I've never seen a drug in my life, so I would never rap about it. But y'all heard what he had to say there. Should rappers stick to the subject matter they know best? Would it be or suit them better to diversify their skill set? What do y'all think? I think Pusha T is a shining example of somebody who has created a mastery of one kind of subject, right?
Absolutely.
But what do y'all think about that though? As if you're an up-and-coming rapper, right? Not even just saying shit you never did, right? I think a lot of rappers say shit they never did, to be honest with you. But just in general of diversifying maybe your subject matter, right? Maybe you rap about this and that, but then you want to kind of throw some introspective shit in there, right? I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with that, but what do y'all think? Is it better to just hone your one great move, or should you try to diversify your skill set?
I think. Oh, go ahead, Lee.
No, you go this side. You got this.
All right, fine. No, I agree with Mickey on this one. I think mastering one is the best way, and then if anything from there, you can really start to spread out slowly, right, or whatever. But nobody wants to hear a bunch of mid ass shit anyway. So if you're gonna just rap mid about a bunch of stuff, save it.
You gotta start mid. You can't get great if you ain't mid, right?
Sure, that's fair. I'm not saying if you're starting out, I'm not saying day one, if you're in high school spitting mid, quit. But if you're 45 and you're still spitting mid across various subjects, you should have focused on one, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's time to, we don't want to hear that. So no. But no, I mean, come on. Like you said, with Pusha T, and there's probably a couple other examples, even like the lifestyle rappers, right? Or like certain hustler rappers. It's like if you just stick to what you're doing good, it'll build up. So do that. Do what you do great, and everything else will fall in place a little bit more likely.
Well, I can agree with that to a certain extent. Is there I think Lee, you had something to add to that, or
I do like when rappers experiment, not gonna lie. I do think it's important to have a lane that you feel confident about, but I also encourage, especially when you're early on, to like, do a little side step, a little salsa. Let me see what's going on over here. Okay, man, we moving. You know what I'm saying? Because what if you do uncover another? You're only gonna uncover it by trying. How you do it is the risky part, right? Is it gonna be like, oh, I'm dropping this new element in an EP or a full project, or like a mixtape, or is this just gonna be a freestyle that I post? I feel like maybe this is where you use social media to like, hey, let me test this new sound and see how people are like gravitating towards it, versus like, I'm gonna put this as a slot on this project that is going to be like, yes, the internet's forever, but like, you get what I'm saying? Like, this is a part of the project that's supposed to give me money. Right? And people may be like, yo, bro, you should have just asked me. I would have told you I don't want to hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, use your social media to engage and get those polls and be like, yo, is this do you like this? Give them a little snippet. And if people are like, nah, get the fuck out of here, you already know, don't even drop the rest of that. That's going to the vote. You know what I'm saying? Like, or do the shit where it's like, oh yeah, got leaked. Do y'all like
the leaks that Drake do that shit?
Yeah, he
4 gigs or 100 gigs or whatever. I'm gonna drop all this shit.
Literally the leaks, and then Iceman just never dropped, and then we're supposed to act like, oh yeah, it's coming. It was supposed to come last year, and now we don't know. I don't know. Sick of that guy, but whatever.
Yeah, I will say I've listened to Kenny Mason been releasing like some little EPs recently, and he always has like one song there that's just like it's him bars, and then it's just like some fucking Linkin Park shit. Like you be like, what the fuck did that? But it be hitting. You feel me? So I think that's a case of maybe you kind of know your skill set and maybe you're trying something. And it's good that he's doing it on EPs, right? Even though I think he's been doing that for a little while now. But that's a way you can do it as well. Like, I'm gonna drop an EP and that used to be the purpose of like mixtapes too, right? You used to hear a lot of experimental shit. Wayne dropped so many fucking experimental fucking songs on mixtapes that most of them was hitting. You feel me? Now that's kind of like the problem we have with that kind of being a dead thing. But I mean, EP making do something similar. But let me ask y'all this on top of that. Let's just say you are, playing to your skill set, playing to your best strengths, whatever. Is there a chance you can get pigeonholed in that? Like, can Pusha drop like a fucking, some Kenny Mason, Linkin Park shit with somebody they wouldn't fuck with that, right? So what y'all think? Could you get pigeonholed doing that? Feel me?
Yeah, but I would also say, like, you got to know your fans. Like, would Pusha T fans even like give a fuck? Like, would they like that? You know what I mean? I don't think so.
I don't know. He might, be able to get away with like a Linkin Park type of, you know what I'm saying?
The part about the tweet you guys got to remember is that when is the mid part.
Yeah.
So
We don't want the mid.
Experimenting. I'm all for experimenting and spreading your wings and doing cool shit, making dope music anyway, all ways. But if it's mid, then that's the issue, right? So like if Pusha T does a Linkin Park thing, is it gonna be super fire? I don't know. I kind of don't think it might be, to be personally honest, but
you don't think it could
maybe.
be like an Imagine Dragons and Kendrick kind of
what's a rebirth? Let's get a Pusha T fucking rebirth.
Pusha T Imagine Dragons
collab. I'm open to checking that out. You guys know me, but I'm just not sure, you know.
I was feeling that little Imagine Dragons shit.
They got some shit over there. They got some shit. Yeah, so I don't know, man.
Imagine Pusha T tried to do some love type of record. I think it'll be like, bro.
That's what I mean, and he has done a few right in the past on certain albums, and it's usually like I'm like, it's not like a terrible, but it might be a skipper.
Yeah, but then there's some people that stick to their lane and they kind of suffer, like low key. Some of the Griselda guys, I don't know, like it's like, dude, really move the best, package. They kind of like Benny's kind of like, I feel like Benny's gonna stay kind of where he's at if it continues at the pace that it does. And not saying that it's bad, it's just how many people can really relate to this kind of shit, man. First of all, it ain't cold like it's cold in Buffalo.
Yeah.
In many places.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
Yeah, I think it's already especially, and it's elevated by the fact that Conway is fucking spitting hot fire. You feel me? It's just like, damn, Benny. You feel me? So
right.
Yeah, so if you're going to have the Jordan move, make sure you get the Jordan move, right? You may not necessarily have the Jordan move. So that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of times that initially maybe it's okay, and then we give a bad play to mid, right? Mid just means it's fucking average. It don't mean it's trash. Yeah. It's just fucking mid, right? I think you can build on mid. If you try some experimental shit in this mid, maybe if you do it a couple more times, you'll get up there, right? So I think mid has a bad connotation. Most people in the world are mid. That's why it's called mid, because it's average, right? So
that's fair.
But yeah, a lot of established, but like you said, Obi, I think like if you're 45, if you're pushing, bro, the experimentation time is over with, I think, bro. I'm sorry. I hate to be ageist or whatever, but once you hit like a certain lane, it's like, all right, Kenny Mason can do this shit. Young kid, you may find something you can do, but push, nah, bro, you got to stick to your lane now, bro. I'm sorry. It's a good lane.
And make sure you're playing it for other people, right? And don't just be around yes men, or don't be afraid to get other opinions to see. And because like you said, you could bake 10 mid songs. They don't all have to come out while you're searching for your sound, even, or whatever it is, right?
Cut some song. Thank you. I've heard so many projects that could have been like from a 7 to a 9 if you cut this bullshit.
Yeah, like, bro, you just ruined the second half of the project.
Yeah.
Throw that shit on the fucking EP. Throw that shit on the deluxe or some shit. And don't throw it on, man. But yeah, I agree, man. I think that's it. Any last subjects on that? Any last thoughts on that topic there? Going, gone. Under the algorithm. So if y'all have any sleeper picks that y'all want to put the public on, now is the time to do it. Any artists you've been listening to recently, make sure y'all check them out, man. DOD, Brad Piff. Make sure y'all check them out. Let me know if y'all got anything.
Sleeper. There was this project that I had reviewed a while ago, not on The Culture Decides, but previously. It's called this artist called Preem. He had this project in 2024 called Penthouse, and I liked his song on there called The Kennedys. He's on like that, I guess you could say like vibey type of rap, but I mean, he was doing pretty good for himself. I just want to see him get back to a little more motion because he only has like 2 projects that were dropped between like 2018 and like 2024. So yeah, the Kennedys off of Penthouse for Preem. Like Supreme, but without the SU.
I see it right here. Penthouse album Preem. Okay. Check it out. You got anything, Obi?
All right, I got a little bit of an older one this one time, so I'm not gonna throw it in the playlist. But it's from I actually think Lee knows this guy too. And you might have spoke with him as well. Jaguar Dot. Yeah. I'm about to say the song 1,000 Pounds. And I think he's locked up right now, so I just want to shout him out. Send him some love.
Yeah,
get his song up, check his music out. He's, gotta support people.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely throw some money on the.
Actually, now that you said that, I'm like, he was a lot more active.
Yeah. I think he had a little bit of a legal issue. He'll be back for sure, but he's gonna, it's gonna be a minute, so we're holding it down for him.
We're talking like a lawyer.
He didn't do it.
Free Jaguar Dot is what I'm really trying to say.
Well, what he do first before I say free him?
Doesn't matter. Don't even matter, bro. I don't need to know. I don't ask questions. I don't ask no questions. I told him if he needs anything to let me know.
I'm like,
that's it.
Hold on, bro. I like the music. What's going on? Nah, all respect for him because he always showed hella love. So I'm like, hold on.
Yeah, hell yeah. Nah, he's a good dude. That's what I'm saying. So
yeah.
I don't think it was nothing bad. I'm sure. And so shout out to him, man.
Shout out to him, man. Actually, in his neck of the woods, man. I hit up Maywood when I went to the crib not too long ago, man. Some cats heard around him. So salute to Jaguar, man. He definitely showed
missed some freestyles.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not really under the radar, but I was just I enjoyed more of the songs than I thought, especially given the name Lil Migo or whatever. But he had some shit on there called Go Get It, which dude Fast Lane. So check that out. Pretty good song, man. Even though I don't like the project overall, but that's a great song.
I'll check that one out. I never heard of him, so I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, I think you should change his name. You can't be Migo. We got Migos already, but little Migo, man. Go Get It. And Fast Lane definitely did his thing on that song. Like I said, it's one of the things we throw on because I be trying to review shit and I be like, man, I'm gonna hate this fucking shit. And then it was like, okay. Found myself doing a couple extra reps in the gym because that's a salute to Lil Migo, bro. In his album, I believe he just got an album called Slept On. So make sure y'all check that out. It's a quick, short one. I think it's only like 30 minutes, but it's pretty decent. All right, so that's all I got, man. So let's get ready to get up out of here. So I'm gonna toss it to y'all, man, so y'all can shout out. Y'all definitely platforms, a lot of talented people here doing good things, bro. So we'll start with you, Obi, bro. What you got going on?
Oh man, I got just still reviews coming out every day. I'm getting into the 2026 releases. My awards have been coming out. A nominee one day and then the winner the next day for the last couple of days. Probably gonna keep going on for another couple of days. And then after that, my video reviews will come back. Just kind of taking a small break while I was making all those things because that actually takes more time than people probably think. Yeah. And so just doing the awards, doing reviews. Come check me out. Anywhere, check everybody out. And that's all. Come to the website. Daily, we got new content.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of work goes in behind the scenes to get a lot of the material up. I don't think people realize. So we're not complaining because we're doing it for the love of the game, doing it for the love of the people, love of the culture. So salute to that, bro. Lee, what you working on, yeah?
Another year. So we gotta get back to some content. I still got that interview up. Y'all can check that out. And I'm always open to talking to any underground artists about their journey. So hit me up. But outside of that, I'm happy to talk through some reviews. I actually have some projects that I didn't get to talk to y'all about. So I got some things stored. And I'm going to be talking about Coke Wave 3.5. You know what I'm saying? You got that,
yeah, I'm excited to hear your thoughts on that.
We gonna see because I see everybody feeling a certain way, so I want to you know, I'm gonna not say too much. I'm gonna just say what I gotta say when I say it.
There's a couple joints on there for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, it's some stuff in it too. It's like
heavy on the couple joints. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say too much.
Yeah, I think I gave it a 7. So check out the review.
So. Which is pretty generous for you. I felt like I think that was about.
I was torn. I be torn sometimes.
I know.
It's not a.
That's one where I think you even said it, but if they'd have just chopped it a couple songs,
yeah, it was long shit.
That'd have been a little better, dude. The last Max B was almost an hour and a half.
Yo, like,
so I was glad to get an hour.
To be fair,
maybe evenally they'll get it down to 40.
He did a few years, so he had a lot to say. I say if anybody's dropping an over 60-minute project, it better be a motherfucker that's been gone for some time. You know
straight up. No, yeah, the anti-Young Thug.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he was gone for like a blink of an eye compared to
I was going for more. But French threw some of his best rap. I'm not gonna ruin it, but I think French, I was shocked. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
You can tell he was really excited to like have his boy back and really
like,
bro, I've been saving these bars for you. Like
I got a princess now. My guy's out of prison.
Right, I'm like, bro, the
my money good. Yeah,
they cool with you saying this over there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I thought about that on a couple of those lines.
Yo, because he said my bitch. I was like, hold on, you can say that?
Yeah, and he said some other stuff about some other ladies too, and you go, it's like she must know the game. You got to sit down with your girl and tell her.
It was like, listen, bro,
I'm gonna be spitting these bars. You don't take that personally.
This is just my day job, sweety.
It's just what you signed up for.
It's
Yeah,
entertainment.
It's just entertainment. I don't really know anything about cocaine. That's what he be telling her.
Yeah, but it was definitely better than I thought. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the lead. Definitely. You see me recording, coming in on me. But I appreciate everybody here, man. Salute to everybody watching us, man. Where we get up to 63, man. Y'all need to get that to 100. Definitely. Make sure y'all check out the replay, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to all channels. Make sure y'all check out the other platforms, man. Y'all are very talented people, and I'm honored to sit here and speak with y'all every week, man. So definitely support all the platforms. What they say, a rising tide lift all ships, right? So make sure y'all check everybody out. And that's all I got, man. Salute to the crew too, man. Salute to everybody that put in work behind the scenes. Salute to Cam, bro. You know what I mean? Big up to you. You know, prayers out to you, your family, brother. Not to go into details, but we hope everything is great with you. You feel me? And look at Starla coming in. You late, but you here. We appreciate you, Starla, with them dope ass articles you got. You feel me? You definitely talented. And that's all I got, man. So let's get ready to get up out of here. So on behalf of everybody here, my panel, everybody that popped up in the comments, and everybody's gonna watch the replay, I gotta say peace.